Hello, my name is Peter Bonifant.
And I'm Megan Mulhane.
We would like to welcome you to the first ever edition of Nashoba Grizzlies Hockey TV. I play forward for the Pee Wee AA team and have been skating with Nashoba for 6 years.
And I as well play for the Pee Wee AA team, as well as the Girls U14 team. We hope to produce several editions of this show each month, so be sure to check out our website, nashobahockey.org, for more details.
We'll be highlighting Nashoba Grizzlies youth hockey games, interviewing coaches and players, touching on all aspects of hockey, as well as summaries of regional hockey from Westford Academy to the Lowell Riverhawks and the Boston Bruins. If you are a Nashoba player or parent and you would like to get involved with this show, you may contact Norman Lux or any other board member. Feedback is always welcome as well. I hope you enjoy the show.
The U14 team has a record of 5 wins, 2 losses, and 0 ties. They won their first game against Andover 6-0 and won their second game against Natick 3-2, but sadly lost to Norwood 1-3. They then went on to beat Arlington 2-0, but then lost to Westford 6-0. They next then beat Cape Ann and Natick. Lexi Warner is leading in goals with 5, and Roisin Casey is leading in assists with 4, with Erica Ware right behind her with 3.
Check out these game highlights.
And Allie with a great save right there. Alright, the whistle blows, then he comes in. Go to the net. Speeding down. She shoots. And the shot. Oh, it goes high! 0 to shootout. Taking it down. Back in. Oh!
The Squirt AA team is doing amazing with a record of 10-0. Charles Bonifant and Owen Cran are leading the team in goals. Joshua Laquadera, Ryan Fitzgerald, and Michael Blake are leading the team in assists. Tyler Olson, Owen Cran, Joshua Laquadera, Charles Bonifant, and Brian Fitzgerald all have hat tricks. Joshua Laquadera, Charles Bonifant, Brian Fitzgerald all have playmakers.
Here are some of the Nashoba Squirt AA highlights.
Pee Wee A team started out rough but had a great 7-2 win over Hollis. The top goal scorers are Dean Blake and Jake Power, and the people with the most assists are Dean Blake and Jake Power. Jake Power has a hat trick and Dean Blake has a playmaker.
Grizzlies AAA midgets put continuous effort into their games but are having a tough season with no wins, 6 losses, and 4 ties. In games against Acton, Boxborough, and Dedham, the AAA midgets tied their opponents.
Now, when you go and get your skates sharpened, do you just drop them off at the hockey shop and say, "I need my skates sharpened"? Did you know that there are 2 radius of your skates? What are they and what do they mean?
Well, Nathan Lux is taking us to a Zwicker's in Bedford, Mass., a local favorite family-owned and run hockey shop. Nathan will be finding out from Mr. Wayne Zwicker all about skate sharpening. Nathan, take it away.
So I was looking to get my skate sharpened today, and I know there's many different radiuses, so what do they mean exactly?
Okay, there's actually a couple radiuses on a blade. When you say radius, you can be talking about, heel to toe, toe to heel, this shape here, and it can be relatively flat, very little curve. You can rocker the blade up, which is going to give you a different feel on the ice. Obviously, with a lot of rocker, your skates, then there's a trade-off. Flat blade, very stable, okay? Lot of rocker, more tippy, but with a rockered skate, you can pivot easily, you corner more easily, okay? So there's general radiuses for positions, like 9-foot radius. So if I drew a circle that was 18 feet in diameter, or a 9-foot radius, I'd set this blade inside and it would match that curve. So the bigger that circle gets, the flatter the radius. And it's more what you feel good at. A good place to start would be an 11-foot radius, and you could try something a little bit flatter for more stability, or if you felt like, and some people describe it as, I feel like I'm on skis. I feel like when I put my foot down, I can't move. It's not rocking at all. And you could try more rocker, say a 9-foot radius. But usually you want to stay with between that 9 and 14 for hockey. The other radius is radius of hollow. Usually you'll hear it called groove. That's more the layman's term, is what groove do I have? And again, that means what's the radius of, which measures the curve of the groove. And there you can go anywhere from a fairly shallow groove would be a 1-inch radius. So a 1-inch groove isn't going to grab a lot of ice. If you push hard, your foot's going to slide. Okay, to a lot of people it would feel dull. To some people, that's what they feel comfortable on. Then you can go 3/4, and we're going smaller and smaller. So as we get smaller and smaller on that radius, the groove gets deeper and deeper, and the edges come up more, okay? And they bite into the ice. They grab the ice more. So, 1/2 inch, now you're starting to really grab. There's a few people that will use up around 3/8. And when you go to stop, you stop. There's no give, which for a lot of people doesn't feel too comfortable. So you want to find that happy medium that when you get your skates sharp, they feel good and sharp, but you can still stop, you can do starts, you can corner good, and there's indications of if they're too dull, you're going to feel sliding, and you're going to kick up ice, and you're going to see a lot of snow. You ever see snow on the sides of your blades, like when you take them off and wipe them? Yep. If you have a lot of snow, you probably should be going to something a little sharper. Too sharp, and you're going to get what is called chatter. You go to stop, and the skate goes like this on the ice. Can also happen on soft ice in the summer, okay? Because the blade is sinking into the ice more and it feels sharper. But really what it is the ice is soft and the blade's digging in more, okay? good hard ice that you get in the winter, especially January when it's freezing out and they don't even have to turn their compressors on to keep ice. Very hard ice, and you glide, you couple strides and you just glide around the rink. Very little friction to the ice. And again, you know, conversely, in the summer, soft ice, it feels like you're in mud and, you know, having a tough time. So those are the things to look for. One thing you want to watch out for is, you know, too much being ground off the ends. This should never look like a banana, okay? Too much rocker, and it's like standing in a rocking chair and trying to do something. It's you're having a hard time finding your center of balance. The flatter you go, the easier it is, okay? But you want to find what works best for you, and everybody's different.
Thanks, Nathan. Now we're off to the Pee Wee AAA team. The Pee Wee AAA team was a 500 team. Brandon Bailey and Dante Strong are leading the team in goals, and Brandon Bailey and Sam Chaffee are leading the team in assists. Sam Chaffee and Brandon Bailey are the only two people on the team with playmakers, and there are no hat tricks.
Now check out some of these highlights.
Yeah, no, don't line up for a slap. Nice, Nathan. Nice, Justin. Go, Justin. Oh. Oh, nice save. Nice. Oh, nice save, Nathan. Nice, Kalen. Nice move, Aiden. Get there, Kalen. Oh, nice look. Oh. Woo! It's away, guys. Try to get it back. Really nice, really nice. So defenseman, right? The other thing, guys, hey. Aiden made a good point. Michael. Nah, bad luck there. Aiden made a good point, right? This goalie. Yes, sir. Nice, Kyle. Low, low. Nice, Justin, nice. Oh, shoot low. Oh. Hey. Nice.
Hi, my name is Nathan Lux, and I'm on the Pee Wee AA team. Now let's get to the Bantam AAs. Jack Dunning leads the Grizzlies AA Bantams in goals and points with 5 goals and 7 points. The Bantams' leading assister is Aiden Linane with 4 assists. The Bantams AA have faced victory 6 times and lost 4 times and hold 1 tie. In their game against Beverly, Jack Dunning scored the game-winning goal with an assist from Carlos Dion, who also added a goal to top off the 1-0 lead. The final score was 2-0, with assists coming from Aiden Linane, Ben Field, Jack Chaves, and Carlos Dion. In their recent game against Triborough, they scrapped a 3-2 win. Cam McCall and Jonathan Rand scored goals and assists from Ben Hayes, Aiden Linane, and Jonathan Rand. Ben Foley scored the game-winning goal.
And check out this Nashoba Bantam AA game.
Now to the Mite AAAs. The Grizzlies AAA Mite's leading scorer is Ryan Nelkin with an amazing 37 goals this season. Aiden Cohert leads with 2 assists, and finally Ryan Nelkin has the most overall points with 38. The AAA Mites team holds a solid record of 5 wins and 4 losses. They played Greater Lowell on November 1st and were defeated 10-13. In their recent game against Tewksbury, they were victorious 15-6.
The Pee Wee AA team is doing awesome, with a record of 9 wins and 1 loss. The leaders in goals are Scotty McCabe and Kaylin Richards. The leaders in assists are Scotty McCabe, Justin Leona, and Dominic Marshall. Dominic Marshall, Justin Leona, and Scotty McCabe all have playmakers. And Kaylin Richards, who has 3, Kyle Donnie, and Scotty McCabe all have hat tricks. I myself team, and Megan is too.
These are some of my favorite game highlights.
All right, first offensive line, Pete Bonifant, Kyle Doney, and Scotty McCabe. Second offensive line is Maddie Hagan, Kaylin Richards, and Dominic Marshall. Third line of wingers is Gannon Connolly and Nathan Ely. And then on defense, we've got Megan Mulhern and Will Donovan. And then second defensive line is Nathan Lux and Justin Leona. And in goal is John Darty.
All right, thank you. Megan shoots. Ooh, ooh. That's a nice shot by Mulhern. Justin shoots it with the ripper. Pete's getting them into the boards. Kyle's in the boards too with them. Kyle has it. Shh. Kyle shoots. He scores. Kyle shoots. He scores. And that's a goal for Shh. Kyle shoots. He scores. Oh, Dominic has the puck. Oh, but Justin steals it from him. That's not fair. Dominic scores. Sweet shot, post in. No. The post. Shoot. Shoot. Oh. 2 people in the box of shame. Dominic, come on. Oh, but they both wipe out. Nathan Lux shoots. And the goalie gets it. And that's a try. Is she going to pass it or is she going to take it up? She passes it, but it misses, and she goes up, and the goalie does a glove save.
And it's loose. It's loose.
No.
It's a goal!
And they score! Goal!
3-on-1. Dom's the only line of defense.
Oh! Dominic Pius is wrecking people today.
8 seconds left on the penalty. Goal by Kaylin Richards.
Goal!
It's a 1-0. 1-0. Here comes the back check. Can he get there in time? What a save by John Doherty.
Between the legs. 5-0. What a game. Nashoba did a great job. They had a great defense and great offense, and they scored 5 goals, which is great.
They had lack of back check, and they need to play the body more. But otherwise, there was great scoring, and the goalie was great. Tommy?
The goalie got so many saves that he should get a medal.
And that's the game, folks. 5-0 Nashoba.
The Squirt A team has a record of 7 wins, 3 losses, and 2 ties. They won their first game against Stoneham, but sadly lost to Brookline 2-4. The Grizzlies Squirt A won against Methuen, but lost a very close game to Groton. The Grizzlies next tied Agawam and beat Concord Carlisle, North Andover, and Reading in that order. They got creamed by Melrose, and then tied Beverly and beat Wilmington and Lexington Bedford. Cameron Juice and Nathan LeConte are leading in goals. Cameron Juice, Ronan McGowan, Murphy McLeod, Owen Boyer all have hat tricks. The Squirt AAA team is doing well with a record of 5-4. The top goal scorers are Will Gaynor and Tyler Frazee, and the people with the most assists are Jack Finaro and Ben Solari. Jason Finaro and Drew Kapakanakis have hat tricks, and Daniel Sun is the only one with a playmaker.
Check out some of these awesome goals and saves from the Grizzlies. The girls U10 team has a record of 2 wins, 4 losses, and 0 ties. They lost their first game against Charleston with a close score of 3-4. They won the next game against the Lady Crusaders 7-5, but then they unfortunately lost to Medfield, but then beat the Walpole Express 1-0. They then lost to Needham 2-3 and to Norwood 2-9.
The U10 team lost a tough game to Needham with a final score of 3-2. The Grizzlies came out strong with Belle Field and Zoe Mustante scoring the first 2 goals of the game. Goalie Mackenzie Donahue continued to show her stuff by shutting Needham down until the last minute of the second period. Needham scored 2 unanswered goals to take the lead 3-2 in the third. Nashoba kept battling until the very end. With about 3 seconds left on the clock, forward Jocelyn Silva flew up the right side of the ice on a breakaway, and with 1 second left fired a missile that went straight into the net, just about a tenth of a second late.
The girls U10 team skated away with a hard-fought 7-5 victory over the Lady Crusaders. The strong offensive game was led by Jocelyn Silva, who had a hat trick and also came up with an assist. Zoe Musante came in big with 2 goals and an assist, as well as offering up an outstanding defensive game. Rounding out the scoring for the Grizzlies were Callie Hagan and Emily Locks, each of whom had 1 goal and 1 assist.
With only 8 girls playing, the Nashoba Grizzlies left it all on the ice. Kendall Morin and Kelly Paquette were consistently strong and dependable on defense, and Emma Boylan kept the offensive alive. Mackenzie Donahue had a great game in the net, making many key saves throughout the game.
And here's some of the added games highlights. The Grizzlies AAA Bantams have many great attackers, including leading scorer Max Strong with 12 goals this season. The Bantams' leading assister is Timothy Kelleher with 5 assists. Their top point scorer is Max Strong with 14 points. Brian Ellis holds the best plus-minus record with a plus-minus of 14. The AAA Bantams' current record includes 6 wins, 3 losses, and 1 tie. They recently battled the Junior Crusaders and were shut out 2-0. They came back in their game against Twin City and pulled off a 3-2 win.
Nashoba Youth Hockey was honored to be selected this year to participate in the Little Bruins program. For more about the program, here is Tommy Bonifant with Mike Dargan from the Bruins. Mike has been a great friend to Nashoba and played for us as he grew up in Littleton.
Mr. Dargan, can you please tell me about the Little Bruins program?
Sure. This is our second year with the Little Bruins program, so we're outfitting 600 kids across Massachusetts in head-to-toe equipment. CCM provides all the gear, skates, sticks, you name it, jerseys. Friendlies is here presenting ice cream, and couldn't do it without the help of Friendlies and the Boston Bruins Community Relations team. Any other questions?
No.
Here you can see the kids at Monkey Sports in Derry, New Hampshire, getting fitted for a full set of hockey equipment, including skates, stick, and protective gear, and a gear bag. All of this equipment and 4 weeks of instruction for only $100. CCM and Friendly's ice cream were there with giveaways. It was all very organized and exciting.
Right, now, what do you want? Do you want to do a hat too? You have sunglasses? We have a lot of stuff for you. What do you think? Yeah, you want to do a hat too? Awesome.
Tom, get with blades. Hey, get with blades, Tom. All right. Thanks, blades.
After the fitting, Nashoba was thrilled to host these 50 new hockey players each Sunday for the next 4 weeks with 6 separate stations on the ice, following USA Hockey's American Development Model, teaching these boys and girls the fundamentals of hockey.
Now that the session is over, we have welcomed these hockey players into our Learn to Play Hockey program and our Mike teams. We hope to continue this program next year. If you know of a child, 5 to 8 years old, who may be interested, please follow our website for details next year. Here is some of the action on the ice.
Hello.
Thank you for watching Nashoba Grizzlies Hockey TV Show.
Tune in next time for more great stories and highlights.